ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, Text number 4. Nijagrahau jasa viraha, Nijagrahau jasa viraha,
Nijagrahasa
Aujasa viraha,
Aujasa Viraha
Kalim digvijaye pachit,
Kalim Digvijaye Kachit
Kalim digvijaye pachit,
Kalim Digvijaye Kachit
Nೃಪಲಿಂಗಧರಂ ಶೂದ್ರಂ
Nipalingadharam Sudram
ನೃಪಲಿಂಗಧರಂ ಶೂದ್ರಂ
Nipalingadharam Sudram
ಘ್ನನಂತಂ ಗೋ ಮಿಥುನಂ ಪದ
Ananta Gomithuna Pada
ಘ್ನನಂತಂ ಗೋ ಮಿಥುನಂ ಪದ
Anantam Gomithuna Pada
ನಿಜಗ್ರಹಾಃ
Nijagraha
ನಿಜಗ್ರಾಹ
Nijagraha
sufficiently punished
sufficiently punished
ojasa
Ojasa
by prowess
by prowess
veerah
Viraha
valiant hero
valiant hero
kalim
Kalim
unto Kali
unto Kali
the master of the age
the master of the age
Digvijaye
Digvijaye
on his way to conquer the world
on his way to conquer the world
Pachit
Vatit
once upon a time
once upon a time
Nೃಪಲಿಂಗಧರಂ
Nipalingadharam
one who passes in the dress of a king
one who passes in the dress of a king
Shudram
Sudram
the lower class
the lower class
Gnanantam
Anantam
hurting
Vati
Go Mithunam
Gomithunam
a cow and bull
a cow and bull
Pada
Pada
on the leg
on the leg.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Once when Maharaj Parikshit was on his way to conquer the world, he saw the master of Kali Yuga, who was lower than a Shudra, disguised as a king and hurting the legs of a cow and bull. The king at once caught hold of him to deal sufficient punishment. Please repeat. Once
Once
that Maharaj Parikshit
when Maharaj Parikshit
was on his way
was on his way
to conquer the world,
to conquer the world,
he saw the master of Kali Yuga,
he saw the master of Kali Yuga,
who was lower than a Shudra,
who was lower than a Shudra,
disguised as a king
disguised as a king,
and hurting the legs of a cow
and hurting the legs of a cow
and bull.
and bull.
The king at once caught hold of
The king at once caught hold of
him
him
to deal sufficient punishment.
to deal sufficient punishment.
Purport. The purpose of a king going out to conquer the world is not for self-aggrandizement. Maharaj Parikshit went out to conquer the world after his ascendance to the throne, but this was not for the purpose of aggression on other states. He was the emperor of the world and all small states were already under his regime. His purpose in going out was to see how things were going on in terms of the godly state. The king, being the representative of the Lord, has to execute the will of the Lord fully, duly. There is no question of self-aggrandizement. Thus, as soon as Maharaj Parikshit saw that a lower class man in the dress of a king was hurting the legs of a cow and a bull, at once he arrested and punished him. The king cannot tolerate insults to the most important animal, the cow, nor can he tolerate disrespect for the most important man, the Brahmana. Human civilization means to advance the cause of Brahmanical culture and to maintain it. Cow protection is essential. There is a miracle in milk, for it contains all the necessary vitamins to sustain human physiological conditions for higher achievement. Brahmanical culture can advance only when man is educated to develop the quality of goodness. And for this, there is a prime necessity of food prepared with milk, fruits, and grains. Maharaj Parikshit was astonished to see that a black Shudra dressed like a ruler was mistreating a cow, the most important animal in human society. The age of Kali means mismanagement and quarrel. The root cause of all mismanagement and quarrel is that worthless men with modes of lower class men who have no higher ambition in life come to the helm of the state management. Such men at the post of a king are sure to first hurt the cow in the Brahmanical culture, thereby pushing all society towards hell. Maharaj Parikshit, trained as he was, got the scent of this root cause of all quarrel in the world. Thus he wanted to stop it in the very beginning. You can take the next one also. Shaunaka uvacha
Shaunakavacha uvacha
tasya hetor nijagraha
tasya hetu nijagraha
kalim digvijaye nripaha
kalim digvijaye nripaha
nardeva chinna dhrika shudra
nardeva chinna shudra
kosau gamyah padahanat
Osogayam Padaghanam
anat tadakatyatam mahabhaga
Tatkathyat Mahabhag Adi
yadi krishna kathrayam.
Adi Krishna Kathrayam.
Shaunaka Rishi inquired, why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him, since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed as a king and having struck a cow on the leg? Please describe all these incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Krishna. Purport. Shaunaka and the rishis were astonished to hear that the pious Maharaj Parikshit simply punished the culprit and did not kill him. This suggests that a pious king like Maharaj Parikshit should have at once killed an offender who wanted to cheat the public by dressing like a king and at the same time daring to insult the purest of the animals, a cow. The rishis in those days, however, could not even imagine that in the advanced days of the age of Kali, the lowest of the Shudras will be elected as administrators and will open organized slaughterhouses for killing cows. Anyway, although hearing about a Shudraka who was a cheat and insulter of a cow was not very interesting to the great rishis, they nevertheless wanted to hear about it to see if the event had any connection with the Lord Krishna. They were simply interested in the topics of Lord Krishna, for anything that is dovetailed with the narration of Krishna is worth hearing. There are many topics in the Bhagavatam about sociology, politics, economics, cultural affairs, etc. But all of them are in relation with Krishna, and therefore all of them are worth hearing. Krishna is a purifying ingredient in all matters, regardless of what they are. In the mundane world, everything is impure due to its being a product of the three mundane qualities. The purifying agent, however, is Krishna. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swaminiti Namine. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nijagraha jata viraha viraha kalim digvijaye kvachit nृपलिंगधरम शूद्रम Vinanantam go mithunam pada. Once when Maharaj Parikshit was on his way to conquer the world, he saw the master of Kali Yuga who was lower than a Shudra, disguised as a king and hurting the legs of a cow and bull. The king at once caught hold of him to deal sufficient punishment. Shaunaka uvacha kasya hetor nijagraha kalim digvijaye nृपः नृदेव छिन्न द्रकशूद्र कोसौ गाम यह पदाहनत तत्कथ्यताम महाभाग यदि कृष्णा कथाश्रयम. Shonaka Rishi inquired, why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him, since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed as a king and having stuck a cow on the leg? Please describe all these incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Krishna. So this is the first condition for the rishis to sit there and hear Bhagavad Katha. Yeah. They say that they are ready to sit there for 1,000 years and to hear this Katha non-stop. And at that time, they were also doing some yajnas. So it is described that their faces have become black with the fire and the smoke and so on. But they are not bothered about it because they are not the bodily concept. They all wanted to hear Krishna Katha, and for that they were prepared to sit in sun, rain, cold, whatever. But the only condition, it should be Krishna Katha. So Shaunaka Rishi is making sure that everything is spoken in relation to Krishna. He is telling Suta Goswami, so Shaunaka Rishi is the representative of all the sages who assembled there in Naimisharanya. So he is saying that why did Parikshit Maharaj punish that Shudra only so much? See here, there's a lot of contradiction, but that's how different people will look at it. Like in previous one, it says he gave him sufficient punishment. Sufficient punishment. To deal sufficient punishment. Whereas Shaunaka Rishi is not agreeing. He is thinking that what is, like Prabhupada explains, why he should have been killed. Why are you giving him such a small punishment? Some punishment. Punishment is not described here. Naturally it is not death. The cow killer automatically gets all these all the sinful reactions. There are 6 types of people who get 6 people involved in a cow's killing get punishment. The one who sells the cow, the one who purchases, one who takes it home, the other one butchers, and then somebody cooks, and then somebody eats, sells and eats. All of them get punishment beyond our imagination. It is said that a person who kills a cow gets killed by the same cow as many number of times as there are hair on the body of the cow. So you can imagine how horrible things are going on in this world in Kali Yuga. Of course, now we are 5,000 plus years in it. But even in the beginning, we saw how things had started becoming from bad to worse. And Parikshit Maharaj, Prabhupada is explaining that he was going out to conquer the world for the sake of Krishna. He wanted to make everybody a devotee. That was his idea, to propagate the Bhagavad Dharma, not as an aggressor. We also saw that when Ashwamedha Yajna is performed, the king sends the horse and then he collects the taxes, and generally happily everybody will give. Sometimes somebody will oppose, and then he has to fight. So it's not that you enter into somebody and then capture it and then say it is my territory, your territory. All this war about the land. Some cases have not been solved after hundreds of years. They're still fighting, saying that it is my land, some small piece of land, some small island or something like that. Prabhupada many times explained that this is not right, because the land doesn't belong to anybody anyway. If people accept that the land belongs to the Lord, the Supreme Lord, then there's no problem. We are the caretakers. But the very creation of this material world is because we wanted to lord it over. We wanted to become the Lord like Krishna. We wanted to become Krishna. So we are here now, and in the process now, you are here. Krishna is showing us all that is beautiful, good, and he is also showing us what's all horrible. The Satya Yuga comes, everything is peaceful, nice, long life, healthy life, and then it starts, next generation, next Yuga, and the Kali Yuga it becomes. And then again, as I said, this is the beginning of the Kali Yuga. So we have to be ready for something much severe, beyond our imagination. Some part is described in the 11th canto. Hopefully we'll reach there one day. What are the symptoms of Kali Yuga? So now actually we saw that 15 chapters we went through. The real story has not even started. Because Bhagavatam will be, the Bhagavatam is like that. This first, I told you in the beginning that sometimes when in the first canto especially, we go from here to there, like time scale changes. So if we start applying our present day calculations, then we get sometimes confused what is going on. It's a story within story. Because Shukadeva Goswami is going to speak to Parikshit Maharaj, but here we see that Suta Goswami is talking about Bhagavatam. He is actually describing. But he is describing what he heard. So I think after 2 chapters we are going to hear about Shukadeva Goswami, the original speaker. Actually, original speaker before him is Narada, and then like that. But it is recognized, all the credit has been given to Shukadeva Goswami for writing, this compiling. Actually, compilation is done by Vyasadeva. So Shukadeva Goswami is the one who narrated, and Suta Goswami repeated, and Vyasadeva compiled and presented in a story form, in a story plus philosophy plus everything. So that's why we say that 2 books are actually 4 books. The formula for a devotee is 4 books. If you read 4 books, then your life is successful. What are those 4 books? Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Nectar of Instruction, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you read 4, then you don't have to read thousands others. And Bhagavatam is not a small book, 18,000 shlokas. Incidentally, there is a website now, srimadbhagavatamclass.com. So there you can hear the same thing what we are doing, shloka, word by word, purport, and then that's all, no explanation. So that is available. And just yesterday I spoke to the organizer of that website. You'll be pleased to know that he has agreed that our Bhagavatam classes go in that website. That's going to be available there very soon. We are working on that, and then that will be available there. So one can listen to that and listen to this and get something more if they want. So I'd like to stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Right.
If you have any question, comment, please let me know. Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.